My mic was muted. Hello, everyone. Good to be back. Doing a little bit more of what we're a little more familiar with on this channel. Happy to be here. Let's see. I have a third monitor open right now that I did not have yesterday, so I think I'm gonna pop chat out. We are only streaming on YouTube right now. I did not set up multi-streaming. I'll probably be doing that tonight. But hello, welcome. I'm gonna move the microphone. Apologies for any sound that occurred when that happened. Let's hatch some eggs. It's been a second. Mask, how is it going? Good to see ya. Good to see everyone. We are back on our Spiritomb hunt that I left off on months and months ago. James, it has been a second. You are right. How is it going? Good to see everyone. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I've been itching to shiny hunt again. Which sounds weird because when I stopped shiny hunting streams, it was primarily because I was just feeling burnt out of it. So I figured what a great way to kind of get back into content as a whole. Just getting back into some shiny hunting. I'm feeling like a new man. I shaved my mustache, which wasn't much of like a mustache. If you look at like yesterday's VOD, it wasn't like anything crazy, but it just feels so weird to me. I feel so foreign. But we are so back. I'm gonna do. Please, I would have to apologize. I do not get it. Click that. I'm just gonna check my audio balance here for you. Make sure. I've been messing around with some stuff, so just trying to make sure it didn't. Okay. I think the music's good. I could probably put the game sound effects up a little bit. Then where was I going? What did I do? I had an idea and then I forgot it. You don't. Okay, I'll have to look it up for you. I'll have to look into it. There's to be fair, I do not get a lot of references to pop culture. I missed a lot of stuff growing up. I had a moment there. I thought that was the wrong angle and that looked like shiny. I was like, no way we got one this early. I was like, this is my first stream back. I have to like go through my entire batch and not get a single shiny. That's what we do here. I'm super excited to be back, though. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. There we go. Our first set of 5. Spiritombs down the drain. Ugh. Get me out of here. Back to the old release game. Nothing quite like it. Yoshi! Yoshi, man, how's it going? Good to see you. This is my first time streaming back-to-back days in like probably since like a year. Because I streamed last night. It is a miracle. I streamed last night on just like a whim. And now we're here in the morning, and I have off of work tomorrow. We might get a 3-day streak. I'm shocked. Just stick 8 Beldum together. Hey! We might not have to miss Mega... Well, we know Mega Evolution will be in ZA. We don't know what it'll look like yet, but... Oh, man, life is good. Life is good, and... It keeps getting better. I'm almost, Did I just hatch one? No, I'm tweaking. I've been in the gym a lot. That's been like the primary activity beyond just like career building stuff. I just recently got back into coding, which has been fun to kind of tackle again. But mostly been in the gym with spare time whenever I get that. But for almost in September will turn a year. Ironically, right around when I stopped streams, I believe it's September 17th will mark 1 year straight of going to the gym every Monday through Friday. Weekends are rest days. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, especially if you go back and look at like my Link's Awakening Let's Play, or really any of those early Let's Plays on my channel. I don't look like the same human. It is kind of crazy to go back and look at, and I'm glad I have those old videos as like a time capsule. Bro, it's like Dio. Let's go. I'll take Dio comparisons any day. Well, maybe not all the like heinous things he did. I gotta figure out a balance between the game. I gotta turn the game music off or something. My ears feel like they're exploding. Partially, I have to have the music a lot louder than on my end so it plays through the stream. Spidey, what's good? We are gonna just give it one of those. What is good? Good to see everyone. It's so fun when I get... Every once in a while, you know, I'll do a comeback stream and then it's like, oh, is this the real one? We're hoping. I have off tomorrow, so there should be a stream tomorrow. Oh. Yeah, this is a much more peaceful in my ears, just having music. Saturday probably won't stream, as I have like, I work a little bit and then I have like family events all day. Yeah. And then streams will probably just be kind of based around my fiance's schedule. She works now. No longer a student. Graduated. But with her working, I'll probably just find the times to stream whenever she's at work. Truthfully. Whether it be a morning or a night stream. But that's kind of my goal, is to spend a lot more of my free time that I would normally just like be sitting around or playing a game by myself, chatting with everyone and having a good time. Going with the flow. I'm right there with you. I try to have a plan in place, but I find, especially as I've become an adult, every year, you know, there's something new. Last year, I got a really great opportunity. I don't want to dive too deep into, that kind of took me away from my streaming streak. But right before that, then, you know, we had the streaming streak. And everything has just been a positive experience with that. I have not, but I did just... Oh, you were asking Spidey. I did just finish JJK, though. I just caught up. I'm not reading the manga. I know there's a lot of stuff going on in that, from my understanding, but I did catch up to the anime. That is something I did do, which is rare. I don't watch many anime on my own. I've been meaning to get into Demon Slayer. Oh, I was just about to check if we put eggs in, and sure enough. I've been meaning to get into it. Yeah. Actually, the only reason I even started JJK was I wanted something to do on my incline walks when I was at the gym. If I didn't have something, it would get too boring. Ah, of course. You know what I don't miss about shiny hunting? When Pokemon run into you. While you're hatching an egg. That just shouldn't be a thing. Yes. I did tune the incline down a little bit to make it just easier on myself. Not as far as like the physical, but like if you're at like a 15 incline and you're just like trudging up, it's like I lose motivation for that pretty quickly. I find whatever you could do to stay consistent rather than, you know, how hard can you push yourself every single day. Because you'll have days where you're going to push harder, and you'll have days where you're going to, you're not going to feel like doing anything, right? So as long as you could show up every single day and have a system in place that, you know, you don't skip the non-negotiables. Like a year is killed off. That's what I'm hoping to do. With the increase in bulk has come a bit of an increase in body fat too. And part of it is I'm just not the best eater, truthfully. I should have one more egg, yeah. I'm not the best eater. It's a real weakness. I've been to the gym every Monday through Friday for almost a year now, but I cannot contain myself. Asta from Black Clover at the time he gets jacked. Let's go! I'm down with that. This is the time skip. This is time skip HLEEP. The time skip era. There you go. And football push you. That I know. Whichever football you're referring to. Either or will push you. Training for either of them. The few filler episodes are the shorts are always like, I got motivation to do content, realized I didn't have time to do a stream or like even record a video, and then I just went to like my archive of clips. So you could like look in real time and see when I like had the motivation to at least do something. But didn't have time. How is the music coming out? On my end, it feels a little noisy, but it could be I need a new streaming playlist that's a little... The jazz is nice, but I feel like at points it can be a little dominant. Like it could go a little crazy in a way that I'm not inherently intending. Mic to music ratio is good? Perfect. Then I just need to work on my streaming playlist a little bit. Because some of the jazz, like this is one of my favorite arrangements in this playlist. But some of them that go just like insane are really cool, but sometimes when I'm just like chill, I don't need all that noise, you know? And this is absolutely one of those times. I woke up an hour and a half ago. I would normally be like on my way to work right now. I got to work from home today though, so I woke up early so I could stream. Woke up early, did some work. Got to stream. I do have to go to my other job. But then tomorrow I don't have to go to my other job. And I have the morning off. So I have two jobs right now. One of which is just like kind of pays the bills, and then the other one is that opportunity I've kind of alluded to that is more in line with my career goals. And yes, yeah. So sometimes I have off of one, but then I don't have off the other, and they don't match up, so I get a day off, right? But tomorrow is a federal holiday in America, July 4th. I find as an adult, I really just don't care about holidays anymore. Christmas is cool still. But I just find like I don't get as excited anymore. And you know what? Part of that might just be having 2 jobs. Because it's pretty universal that, you know, when I get, like, this day off I have tomorrow, I'll get to enjoy my day off. But that just means more work on Friday. Is what it really means. It means Friday's that much busier. What is a what is a kilometer? What is a kilometer? They asked for 20 years work experience. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know. I see those postings all the time. I'm not like a frequent of anything, but as far as like job searches go, but I see like I'll randomly get like especially in the tech industry, they're like, oh, 10 years of this, 5 years of this, hiring new graduates, or it's like a junior level position. It's like, yeah, 5 years of this, 5 years of this, 4-year degree, 10 years of this. It's like, you know, like that you're adding up like 15, 20 years of experience that you just, what I find is you can't take stock in the experience requirements. Just throw your application in. Everyone's oh, I did not mean to send out a Pokemon. Yes. I'm excited for the prospect of applying to some web dev based jobs. I have an internship I did. So I have an internship on my resume. I feel like that can give me, as someone who did not go to university, that can make me stand out from the rest of the not university crowd that is probably boggling up web dev. But less talk, more do, right? That was kind of my idea with streaming too, is I'm tired of talking about getting back into it and, you know, thinking about getting back into it. It's less think and talk, more doing for me. That's the mantra going forward. I'm also just excited to get back into Pokemon a little more. When I completed my living dex, which is complete now, by the way, if you weren't there at the, I don't think I finished it on stream, but, I was like, what do I do next? Like, I mean, obviously when new games come out, I gotta get living dexes of those. So right now in Pokemon Go, I am hunting all the villain forms. I kind of started doing a form dex. So between a shiny dex and a form dex is kind of where I'm at. I'm not going to do a shiny form dex unless I become like a freaking full-time streamer. And I have that kind of time to just like shiny hunt stuff. But I don't want to focus too much on full-time stream as the goal. I've talked about this before. When that was the goal... Oh, I'm about to sneeze. Oh, wait. I don't want to say full-time streaming is not the goal, because I love doing this. But last time when that was like my sole goal, you know, I got so focused on like, oh, you know, we haven't reached monetization yet. Like, I talked about it all the time. I don't want that to happen on this new run. So I'm just gonna stream. I'm just gonna play games. I'm gonna stream. obviously, I'm gonna try and I'm gonna do my best to, you know, appease the algorithm in any way I can, and, you know, try new things and all those things. Obviously, I'm not just gonna try to go against the knowledge I have of what I learned, right? But I don't want to be so boggled up, and I was checking my monetization number every day. You know? Yes, exactly. Do what you love, the money will follow. And that's what we're doing. We're here. We are so here. And I have 5 Spiritombs I'm running around with. I should also make sure I'm a little focused on the shiny hunt. No, I'm just excited to have this. We'll have a 3-day stream streak with tomorrow. I have no idea what Friday looks like. I could actually just check my calendar and then I'd be able to figure it out. Friday, we're probably looking at a morning stream. So right now, like this for me, a morning stream, which would be the same time frame as right now. So we might be cooking a 4-day streak. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit in Saturday. But maybe we'll have a shiny by then, and I'll have a clip to upload for Saturday. And then that streak is on. Finish school, living the best life, watch it from work. I'm guilty of doing similar things. One of my 2 jobs, it requires me to work, don't get me wrong. But after a certain point, after I complete like the work I start the day with, it's a little more chill. I just wait on customers that come in. And there are definitely days where I have 1 or 2 customers, right? So I'm sitting up there waiting for customers to come in. I'm cleaning. I put so much stuff on in the background. Between music, streams. And I get to do a lot of thinking while I'm there. Because I'm the only one there. Which is a blessing and a curse sometimes. Because I don't really have too many coworkers. There's not a boss in the building, so there's no one like bossing me around, quote unquote, that way. But at the same time, you ever like isolate yourself 4 hours every single day? And it's not really isolation. Because people come in and out and stuff, but I don't have any meaningful conversations really for 4 hours every single day. It's a lot of, hi, how are you doing? Good, good. It'll drive a man crazy. Which, like you said, sounds like heaven to a lot of people. That is like a great time. I am a social butterfly. At the same time, I'm not. I don't know. I crave genuine social interaction. That's what I am about. The like, hi, how are you? Good, good. Drives me nuts. I hate doing that stuff. It's just, hi, welcome. By the way, for everyone who's maybe used to being in these streams, we are not multi-streaming today. I don't have it set up quite yet. I think in future streams I'll be streaming on both here and Twitch. So as always, feel free to follow me there. But But not today. So any chat you see that I'm talking to is what you see here. There's none of the like, oh shoot, Twitch chat said something. Being more extroverted recently. Hey, aw. Hey, I'm glad I can help do that. That's awesome. Being, you know, there's you know, different personality types. So for me to pretend I can understand. Hello, everyone. That's really weird. So that wasn't a complete frame drop or like a lag. That was it just straight up disconnected for a little bit. I don't know. Is it like storming out? I haven't been outside, but I had the patio open and no, it's sunny. And yesterday I didn't have any frame drops. Huh. Okay, I was at 6, so we should be at 311. I have 5 in my party right now, but these guys are jumping on me. Oh my gosh, I can't get away from all these, like, Pokemon. Trouble talking to new people. Yeah, it could be tough, too. Because you can have the best intentions in the world, but there just might be new people that don't want to talk. Right? You can be in the best mindset, in the best, you know, feeling yourself, but you can kind of also have to accept that not everyone is in their best mindset. Not everyone is going to be as happy as you might be feeling or as sociable as you might be feeling. Which can be tough to navigate because then you feel like, I know as, at least for myself, I'll feel like, you know, it's like something I did or something I said. But in reality, everyone is their own person going through a lot of different things that you have no idea about, right? And it can be super hard in the moment to think about that, you know? I know for myself in the moment, I'm always thinking about what I did or what I said. But then right now I'm sitting back shiny hunting Pokemon and I'm like, okay, you can, you know, have that introspection. But, what the? Oh my gosh, it looked like that Sableye had a tail. I was like, what kind of conglomerate of Pokemon am I witnessing? That was crazy. I'll have to like slow-mo that. That's a YouTube short. I'll see it on Saturday when I won't be able to go live. Mystic Korea, hi. How is it going? It's going good. I'm making my triumphant return to the stream world. This is day 2 of coming back. It's been actually about, it probably would have been near a year ago when I was like in my crazy consistent streak. Oh my gosh! A Mystic Raid? Oh my gosh, thank you. You know, I should have known when Mystic Korea showed up. I should have had the hindsight. I'm still subscribed from when you first raided me the first time. I pop in sometimes. I'm just not much of a chatter, truthfully. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Can we manifest the shiny with the raid? Yeah, you know, that might be a thing just with, like, being a streamer. I feel like because I'm a streamer, I'm not a chatter on streams. But, yeah, who knows. Oh my gosh, thank you everyone. I appreciate it so much. Not my first stream back. Yesterday I did stream, but it was like a late night stream and it was kind of impulse. My first like planned stream back. And we get the raid. We passed the 10 like mark before even an hour. Thank you, Mystic. I appreciate it so much. You have no idea. Oh yeah, let me we got the Gengar Squishmallow. That is an EV that my fiance and I built at Build-A-Bear. She has a matching EV as well. And then that is the camera got me disoriented. That is the sleeping Bulbasaur like pillow plush that they sell at stores. My brother got it for me for my birthday. You know, truthfully, you're not missing a whole lot. It's kind of expensive. It was more of like, oh, I'm okay spending this money because I'm on a date kind of thing. Versus like I'm so excited to be a Build-A-Bear. But yeah, and all the little cool things that you can do, it's all like upcharge. Like I could have put a hat on the EV. That's another $5 or whatever. You can put like a voice box in it, and you can like, it's actually kind of creepy. You could like record, like, you know, like those plushies that have the push and they'll like talk. You could like record stuff in there, and it's like a crappy speaker plays out you like screaming. But you can build some cool memories too. I can't diss all of it. How is Poltrock doing? Poltrock's doing pretty well. He got a new job that he's very happy with. But he's working 12-hour shifts at the new job. So I don't think he has really any plan for return. He just got back in the gym. Schedules don't work, so I'm not going with him in the gym, but always happy to see him taking the steps he wants to be taking. But he's doing pretty good. He's doing pretty good. Mystic, I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Thank you. All the shiny luck. A shiny on the first stream back would be kind of crazy. But we got a raid on the first stream back too. That's kind of crazy. Cousin got me in. Oh, that's cute though. Oh, glad to hear you're good. Assuming you're, I mean, you're here, so you got to be some level of okay, right? I sub. This stream is chill. Like I appreciate it. That's what we're going for. I'm definitely a high energy individual, but at the same time, I love, you know, I got the jazz music playing. I love to just vibe. But the memories can be pretty cool with stuff like the Build-A-Bear stuff, or even just like the plushies in general. I have it's not back there because I don't have room in this room, so it's actually out. I crop it, but there's a door right next to that nightstand there. Had to double take on that. I have a Cyndaquil plush I got one day. I was coming back home from work. And I was just like, you know what? I had a terrible day at work that day. He's like, you know what? Nintendo. Oh no, the alert box didn't show up. It showed. I have a vertical setup that I do when I multi-stream. We got to get the alert box in here. I'm glad that was brought to my attention. Thank you for the subscribe. That plays whenever someone with public subscriptions subscribes. So if you subscribed and it didn't play, it's probably because you have your subscriptions private, which I don't blame you. I do too. But that's the only way YouTube can detect when someone subscribes. Twitch, the follows show everything, so it'll also catch Twitch follows. But I'm not live on Twitch right now. But thank you. Now I've got the alert box up. Ooh, why did I choose to go to the desert? Why did I route myself here? Look at us. Nice. And by nice, I mean that's not shiny. Nintendo! So that's what it looks like. Anna, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Did we? Okay, let me click my hatch button. I don't have my subscriber number up right now. Yo! We hit 1.2. We are over 1,200. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, but wow. Let's go. Little milestone for the comeback, too. Okay. I'm here for it. This is awesome. Good times, good times. Stay hydrated. I've got this 64-ounce water bottle. We got the Mew sticker. We got Shaman, my favorite legendary. Between it's between Shaman and Lugia. Lugia might take the cake, but Shaman's up there. And then we got Turtwig. Favorite starter Pokemon. Mew was just on there because I thought the sticker design was really cool. Mine is between electric and water. Rotom is my favorite, and I like a lot of electric types. And I'm not just saying that because you said water. I found as I've kind of become more of an adult, this kind of ties into real life, but I've got a greater appreciation for water in general. Just like, you know, the lakes and seeing beautiful views that have water. Joelle! Thank you! We got the Nintendo! Woohoo! So part of that has given me a greater, like, love for water Pokemon in a weird roundabout way. Which sounds a little goofy, but, like, something about water, just, I don't know, I just love it. But, so it's definitely between electric and water. I think grass would probably be my third, which kind of, again, ties into that nature, but I think it'll always be electric. I'm such a techie guy. Something about it. Spot in New York, I love swimming. Ooh. I got to swim this weekend. It was just in a pool, but oh my gosh. The weather was finally... Hold on. Okay. I had to... Slowpoke's shiny is so weird. For those of you who know how non-different Slowpoke's shiny is, and when you see like the lighting difference, you just gotta check. Honestly. Go California, number of child friends are working in the heart of Silicon Valley. Ooh, I love. I got the chance to go out to California. I have a buddy. He doesn't live there anymore. So I feel comfortable saying it, but he lives in Santa Barbara, or lived. And he had his wedding there, so I traveled out. I don't do a lot of traveling, mostly because I'm a pretty frugal guy. I don't like to spend a lot of money, and it can be hard for me to justify sometimes. Even though every time I travel, I have like a great time, and it's always filled with cool experiences. I just banged my watch on my desk, by the way, if you heard that. That's what that was. We're good. That's why I got a case on my watch some time ago. But oh my gosh, is it gorgeous out there. The architecture, the views. Ugh, it was so gorgeous. Especially, so I had to fly into LA. But, oh, that's a Meowth. I was like, what is that? But especially, like, once we got out of LA. Out of the craziness of LA. Just going to be saying goodbye to New York with the job promote. Ooh. Oh. So we've got two people in chat who grew up on the opposite sides of the country. Congratulations, though. That's awesome. That's super cool. You should I was gonna say you should get a job at Pokemon Company and get the no, I'm a bit of a believer now of the, like, you don't want all of your passions to... I used to, like, try and monetize every passion I had. Some things you just gotta enjoy. How to get Game Freak to make good games. Yeah, can we get some insiders? Oh, I'm trying to release Pokemon from this screen and I can't do that. So I can't. Where was I going with that? Game Freak is so close. And I feel like I have this talk a lot with people, but they're, like, so close. And really, like, if I'm being honest, I think Scarlet and Violet was, like, almost one of the best Pokemon games ever. If it were not for, the lag, yes. The performance issues, the lag. If they had dedicated, like, Terra Raid servers, and Terra Raids functioned well, and frames didn't drop all the time, this would probably be the best Pokemon game. Obviously, there's the whole issue with the national decks not being available, but I think people have kind of begun to look past that now. And appreciate the limitation more. I've become okay with it as long as, you know, we get Pokemon Home access. Yeah, hacked Pokemon is an issue. I think that's always gonna be. People are always gonna find a way, I think. Right? Especially, I will say, I would rather have hacked Pokemon than not have the ability to move them all the way up from... Because it's so cool. I just recently, I got my Lugia that I caught in my genuine GameCube copy of Pokemon XD. all the way up and transferred it all the way through home. So that's super cool to have. But at the same time, that's the same system that allows for hacked Pokemon to, you know, you can get them in the older games a lot easier and then just move them all the way up. I don't need to fly. What am I doing? XD001, yes. It's sitting in my Pokemon home right now. It's so cool to bring it into this game though. I'll have to do that one of these streams and it's cool. Cuz it gets the titles too in this game. Because the medals give titles. Oh, do not need it. This is where we found a shiny Cyclizar on stream. Just randomly. When we were, I think we were hatching a different Pokemon. Vibe City. I'm here. What days do I stream? So, now that I'm kind of figuring out my return, it'll be kind of not inconsistent because I want to consistently be making content again. There are definitely days where I'm gonna be busier. And then, like, I'll either have to do... So for me, it's 9 in the morning. I know for a lot of people that are able to tune in when I stream at 9 in the morning, it's probably more towards night, and we're in different time zones. I know that when I stream at this time, I get a lot of people at different time zones. Oh, I accidentally clicked the wrong thing. So it'll be a little inconsistent. My goal is kind of Monday through Friday. The times will vary. I will say that. Just because my work life, like, for example, the next 3 days, I'm going to be able to stream kind of around this time. But then, well, Saturday I have some family stuff. So Saturday I probably won't be able to. Thank you. It's, I believe it's the, if I pull it up, it's the Councils. So it's like council, but with the word soul. A little play on words, but they're a great group and they have a lot of video game jazz arrangements. But yeah, we'll be figuring it out as I kind of make this return. But my number one goal is to just be uploading, either uploading or streaming it's either going to be every day or every weekday. I might give myself like Sunday to like not upload, but then Sundays also would be a great day for me to stream because I have a lot of free time on Sundays. So I'm still kind of figuring out what the schedule looks like. But my goal is to be on a lot more. And figuring out what that looks like because I have 2 jobs. One of which isn't very demanding, truthfully, but it pays bills. And then one that's more kind of career building focused. So I'll be balancing those with this. But my fiance graduated university and is now working. And part of that means normally times when I would be spending time with her, she'll be at work. So that means... Street? That's like option 2. I should really do a Shroomish hunt. I love Shroomish. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Voltorb. I have 2 of those shiny. I do not need more Voltorb shinies. Oh! I thought I hatched an egg, but sure enough, it's just me running into a Fido. Bop-a-dop-bop. Ooh. Here we go. Get some more eggs rolling. But yeah, I'm just happy to be making a return. And it's kind of crazy how sometimes things like this just happen. Yesterday, I woke up with no intention of streaming, and I ended the night impulsively streaming, and now I'm here, plotting my return. Can we get the 333 Spiritomb? Shiny? Please? Please, 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 please. Oh, Basie and Big... Ooh, okay. Dropping some names in here. That's awesome. My brother-in-law is a huge jazz fan, and he's like one of the most talented people I know. Singing, piano, anything he does, he's good at. And he kind of opened my eyes a little bit. Truthfully, not as much as I would maybe like. I definitely want to dig deeper into jazz as a whole. But he kind of put me on. I'm not gonna lie. I was hoping for the shiny too. No luck. One of these days. I've been pretty... oh, wait, I should show this. I've been pretty lucky. So this is the eggs I've got for today. Oh, well, and if we run out of eggs, I can just get more. I got... Where is it? I got a shiny Minior. I did that hunt and got it within like 15 minutes. And it was actually... I had extra time on my, because I did a rock sandwich with a it was a Knuckles deck outbreak. It was not a Garganacl outbreak. I got both, and then I just had extra time, and I was like, what can I hunt rock type? And I got a Minior. And for those of you who don't know, that one can be kind of tough because Minior Shiny does not show, so you have to check every Pokemon with the auto battle stuff. Old school soul jazz and old school music is just better. Period. I think that's always going to be true. And, you know, for the future generation that's alive when I'm long past this world, they'll probably think, you know, the music that's releasing now is old school, and they'll say the same stuff, you know. But I'm definitely right there with you. Finally got a perfect Grisbolt. Ooh. Nice. You know, that's one thing, if I'm thinking about shooting for a shiny living dex, I have to utilize the crap out of Pokemon Go. It's way too free. Sorry, I had an email come in. But we're good. It was not one I thought I was waiting for. But I need to utilize that for sure. Doesn't have lucky. Yeah, but yeah, it's fine. That's still great. Oh man, I never mean to encounter wild Pokemon when I do in these egg hatchings. It's tough. More breeding. Although I gotta be more diligent because we pass so many wild Pokemon that, you know, you don't want to pass up a shiny. Oh. I'm really good at just, like, navigating a straight path. That I'll have to look into him. See, you could put me on a little bit. I'm like a rookie. I know some names. I'll have to look him up. I'll have to remember that. Shadow Freak. That's awesome. Ooh. Da da da. Sanjim Town. I'll have to, you know what, I will Google search that name right now, and then I'll leave it up, so when I'm done with the stream. I would just play it, but, copyright and all that stuff. I check I have a streaming playlist that I know won't get copyright struck. So I gotta expand it too, though. There are some arrangements in here that I don't love. I love listening to them. I don't love them for streaming. So I definitely gotta curate this playlist a little more too. Join the Discord? Yes! I've admittedly, it's been a bit dead because I haven't been as active as I have wanted to be, just on YouTube in general, but as I get back into this, that's something I'm going to be kickstarting back up. So the more people, the merrier. Even more pretty. Oh. You gotta be the supplier, too. See, this is a nice arrangement. One more egg? Yes. We should be alternating between 1 and 6 as the final digit. That's how you know we're in the right path. Going crazy. I don't know how to play piano. It's definitely a goal of mine, though. That's like the only instrument I actually want to learn. Because I feel like everyone kind of says, like, oh, I've always wanted to learn this. That's what I'm actually serious about. I think as I feel more justified in spending income, that's probably something I'll actually, like, sign up to get proper lessons for. Anything else, I can kind of admit that, you know, I probably won't have the time in this, you know, to... Or, not that I won't have the time, but I won't put in the time. But piano, I'm, like, super passionate about and would love to properly play. Do 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 do. Ow! Wow! Ah. Sometimes you gotta let the voice rest a little bit. I also need some agua. And to not hit my right trigger button. I like hunting around here. A lot more breeding ahead of you. Yeah, collecting eggs can be... I don't know how I feel. Initially, I didn't like how eggs were gathered in this game. But now that I've gotten used to it, I kind of like collecting a mass amount of eggs and then going and hatching them all and then collecting a bunch of eggs and going versus, like, you know, in the old games you have 5 eggs with you kind of at all times, and when you hatch one you swap one out. I'm sure the old way is a little more efficient, but I think just as far as the gameplay loop in the newer games, excuse me, I think it's a lot more fun. Certainly for streaming purposes too, like just running around and having a bunch of eggs that I collected off camera. I vibe with it. Da 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 da. This one's going crazy. Bacon. That's awesome. Oh, I missed an egg count. But I know if we get through 5, it should the digit should end in 6 or 1 at the end of our hatching of 5, so that's how I'm keeping mental or track in my mental. Dum 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 dum. And we keep on keeping on. Do da ba dee do da da dee da. Yeah, I think my goal is gonna be maybe today I'll go through the shinies I have and just like see what I have already and kind of graph out my living shiny decks and just go for it. And that'll be the goal. I think with the understanding of there are probably shinies I won't get, or I'll have to wait a very long time. Because you think about, like, You know, you think about stuff like, who's an example? Like, Volcanion. Or Diancie, where, like, you know, either they don't have a shiny, or like Koraidon and Miraidon, where their shinies aren't legitimately obtainable yet, or there was like one shiny event that they did ever. Yesterday I got level 55 Lucky Bacon. Nice. Saber, how are you doing? I'm doing great. It is going well. I was just yapping about my goals for a shiny living dex. Because I think that's going to be the next goal. Because I got my living dex. And I'm kind of midway through, or like a lot done with my living form dex. Which is just me gaining the alternate forms of things. I need like a couple more Vivillon. From certain regions and stuff. But I've been using Pokemon Go to get those. And that's been going pretty well. But I'm definitely not doing a shiny living form dex. I'm not even going to entertain that idea until I get a shiny living dex, which won't be for a very long time, so we'll just... Ah! I scared myself. Oh my gosh. I kind of just accepted that we weren't going to get it. Welcome, Betty. You came at a good time. Oh. Wow. Okay, one, it's really, really good that my roommate is not here. He is at work. And normally he would be home, but his work actually kind of screwed him over. But he is not here, because if he was not at work, he would normally at this time be asleep. We have very opposite schedules. And that would... Yes! I apologize to everyone that I almost, like, killed your ears. Tabby, welcome. Good timing. Wow. It looks... alright, let's get in the, I won't nickname it or anything. Let's get in the summary screen. So this was egg number 340. That was actually 348. Nice. We got no mark, no ribbon. That's fine. Do not care. Yeah, you guys can hear that scream from... Oh my gosh, let's get... Okay, one, I don't have autosave on right now. I really should with egg shinies, because I don't need to, like, go back on them. That's him. Let's move him. I think they heard it in Uganda. Oh my gosh. Wow. Well, we got it. I don't have like a little thing on the screen for like shiny obtained. I really, honestly, like, I've been so traumatized. For those of you who have been viewers for a while and know my Sobble hunt, where it took me like literally 2,000 eggs in a game where, like, yes, that was only slightly above odds, but in it, or no, it was 4 times above odds, actually. Never mind. That's why it was terrible. But in a game where shinies, you know, Pokemon has been making shinies a little easier and easier. Yes, Masuda is in effect here. And Shiny Charm. So this is more at odds for what I expect when I do an egg hunt. But I've gotten so conditioned to not expect it. I kind of just like, it was almost just like going through the motions of like, yeah, you know, I'm going to stream. It's going to be a great time. I'm going to talk to people, but I'm probably not going to get too many shinies if I do an egg hunt. But we got it. Number 348. Is awesome. But now, guys, you see how many eggs I collected for these streams? We've got, okay, so like half a box, 1, 2, 3, 4, basically 5 boxes left of eggs. And we got it already. So, truthfully, like, it sounds crazy. What if we get 2? Like, and I just got, I need to go, let's go Eevee. Ooh! Let's go Eevee. A lot of people hate on it. If you have a friend, well, that's, there's a requirement. No, where was I going with that? If you have someone who's not super into Pokemon, but you want to, like, get them into it, that's what I used to get my fiance into Pokemon. Because it was so easy. And the art style is beautiful. There's a lot to appreciate about that game, despite it being kind of not very, traditional in that sense. Holy crap. I almost gave my, like, I know the chat was talking about heart. I almost gave myself a heart attack. Whew, I want to see it again. I almost dropped my controller. Whew! Yeah. 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 This is a sick shiny. This is dope. Oh. Hold on. Accidentally, I have a 8-bit Do controller, and I accidentally enabled the turbo on it. Oh. I accidentally connected to the internet. I mean, that's cool, I guess. Oh, what a cool shiny. Well, I guess we're just gonna keep hatching eggs. It's gonna be kind of funny. You know what? I'll just put like some crappy text up. I'll copy. We will have it not copy. We'll do shiny obtained at egg 348. What was it? You know, we're gonna manifest this. First, we're gonna just put that in the corner. That way when people come in stream, they are aware of the fact that I am not really hunting the shiny anymore. I am hatching a bunch of eggs that I have. Because I anticipated way more. Where am I? Here we are. Oh. It changed my egg text because I copy-pasted it. Paste duplicate, and then delete this one. I pasted it incorrectly. Go over here. Don't mind me. Just casually messing up my... There we go. There we go. Now we have the two. Okay. Nice. Crow hide and seek. Ooh. What is that? I've never heard of that. I don't know what that is, truthfully. Oh. Good time. We got it. You know what's unfortunate about having this many eggs? I don't need another shiny Spiritomb. You know what I mean? Like, as far as that kind of goes, like, it's not like he evolves or anything. You know? So that's all. Unfortunate isn't the word, because I will never complain about getting a shiny. But if I get another one, like, I guess I could, like, trade it with someone for a different shiny that I don't have. How do you save a clip? I know YouTube has a clip feature. I am recording, though, as well as, like, I record my streams now so I can go back and, like, edit little clips and things. You will definitely see a clip of this shiny. Especially because my reaction, I wish I could script a better reaction. But I was genuinely, like, so shocked, and just coming back today and streaming, and it's been a while since I've streamed, and, you know, I just don't anticipate. I thought we'd have a couple days of Spiritomb shiny hunting. So to have that happen the way it did, we're only an hour into the stream today. So what a cool way to start, you know? To start the comeback, which means tomorrow we're gonna be hunting something different. I don't know what. Oh shoot. No, go away. But I'll have to collect some eggs tonight. Scroll down YouTube shorts and here's... I feel so bad. I'll have to turn the volume down a little bit. Or like headphone. You know, like the old videos that would be like headphone users beware. Oh. Yeah, I never set up like volume lowering on this microphone yet. Because I so impulsively got back into streaming that I like just did my basic setup, but I didn't set up like the advanced microphone settings. So, yeah, that one's on me. When I talk normally, it's balanced pretty well. I don't have a whole lot to do there, I don't think. But, oh. I apologize to everyone's ears who was here when I found that. And if you weren't, scroll back a little bit or just subscribe. And I'll be uploading the clip for sure. Whew! Nice job. We did it. This is awesome. Thank you, everyone who's here. We will keep hatching these Spiritombs. Because that's all I've got. I mean, I have a lot of eggs. Like I said, maybe I can use the Spiritombs as like a a shiny, like, if I get an extra one, I could, like, trade with someone, who, for another shiny. I would just only be able to hope that it's legit. That's the only thing. Sometimes you can't really guarantee it, which is sad. High quality pal oil. Oh, you're nice. If you check out my VOD from last night, I've been playing a little bit of Pal World myself. Only like level 22, I think, though, was what I reached before I went to bed. I love that style of game though, where like if I'm doing things during the day, I can just kind of leave it on and let my pals get resources and all that kind of thing. Like, people talked about it being a Pokemon killer, or like that's how it was marketed at first. But it's really, it's its own. I mean, there are cute creatures that some of them look similar to Pokemon, and it's very uncanny. But it's really, it's also its own style of survival game. So I view them as very different. I have eggs in right here. Whew. I should go get an egg sandwich and help with speeding up some of these. Not like a real life egg sandwich, although that also sounds pretty good. Alright. Real quick. All this agua I've drank. I gotta use the bathroom. So I'm just gonna... I don't have a be right back screen because I have a new computer since I made my last one. We're just gonna leave that up and I will be right back. Give me like a minute. We are so back. Competitive water deck. Yeah, sometimes, you know what? Like kind of like we were talking about earlier, you just gotta do things you like to do for fun. Even if sometimes it's not inherently the most optimal. Oh. Fell off the cliff for this one. Oh, we are... Now I'm like in a post shiny bliss. Like I'm just like, the rest of these don't even have to be, they could be anything. Pal World, I get the same way with survival games though. When I start, I get hooked. It's like a phase, and it is intense. Whew. I'm still like recovering from that reaction. Mystic got you into Power. Power World is fun. And the update did a lot of really good changes. I don't know how, like, if they were all part of this big update, because I haven't played. I played it pretty heavily when it first came out, and then completely stopped. But, like, being able to manage more of what your pals do in your base. Being able to easily, like, assign them. Got it, because of, yeah. No, it's fun. And, it definitely is a lot different from Pokemon 2. There obviously the cute little pals, the designs are, you know, you could put them next to some Pokemon and it's like, oh, I don't know about that one. But at the end of the day, the gameplay loop and the gameplay in general is so different. It's its own also great game. So they deserve that initial success they got, and whatever they do going forward, I'm excited for. Creamy, yeah, just looks like a floofy Eevee. Yeah. There's a Delphox lookalike. The name is escaping me right now. Vixen, or something like that. Yes, the one that looks like Gyarados. Lamball is very much almost the same concept as Wooloo. A lamb in a ball. But I have a great time playing it. The characters are cute. They're fun. You know, I hope they're able to see success for a long time. Even if it's not akin to the crazy level that it was at launch. But that was never going to be sustainable. It passed, like, top games in the concurrent players. Like, that was never going to be a sustainable number. But hopefully with little updates and things like that, and they can... Yes, the advantage of them being small, you know, they're gonna listen to a lot more of the criticism, and yeah, it's hard to argue Nintendo. They definitely do what they want, but a lot of the times they do really cool things that no one was expecting. So I've kind of learned to just, like, accept what they do, and it'll pay off. I don't know what to play this morning, Scarlet or Violet, or Let's Go. Ooh. Well, I know which one I'm playing. Oh, that's cool. I think the Legends game series, you know, that spin-off of that type of game. The fact that they put the Legends logo on it, like, it has to be good. It's going to be good, you know. Scarlet, let's go. Because we all kind of thought they were doing black and white remakes. I think that was like the consensus around the time of that direct. They had made some, like, tweets about like, you know, various little Unova things. Scarlet and Violet is riddled with references of Unova. You know, we all just kind of thought that's where it was going. So that was one of those moments where it's like, I didn't expect a new Legends game. But here we are. You know, and I'm really excited. Neverround was Mega. Ooh. I think Mega Evolution is still the best gimmick of, like, a Pokemon game. Since they've really started, like, you know, oh, in this game we're adding this gimmick. Terra is cool too, though. I will give them that. Z moves I hated. Z moves are stupid. Megas are awesome. Dynamax and Terra are cool. I think Terra's a little cooler. I don't think Dynamax and Terra could ever coexist, though. So I think if you're able to bring back Mega Evolution, you know, you have to... Ooh, whoa. Excuse me. Hopefully I don't make everyone in stream yawn. They could be contagious, you know. I gotta take an allergy pill or something. My nose is itching like crazy. That's why I keep... I don't know what I'd be allergic to. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was just... Megas were so cool, you know, because it was this concept of, like, you know, giving Pokemon an evolution that they weren't otherwise gonna get. Like the Kangaskhan Mega, which ended up being, like, stupid broken. But, like, you know, it was just a cool way of seeing Pokemon. Some, especially, like, you think about, like, Mega Sableye, right? Mega Mawile, where they gave Megas to Pokemon that were so-so, right? A big floofy. I mean, that would just kind of be creamy, right? From Powell. They had their Terra types based on their Megas. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of dig that. Trying out X and Y for the first time. It's fun. It's not perfect by any means. I think... So, I would have been like a 12. I don't know that for certain. When I played X and Y, I was like maybe 12. And for me, I didn't play Black 2 and White 2. Because back then, I was like young, and I thought, oh, this is dumb. It's just a 2. Like, my kid brain, I didn't want the game. Now, obviously, you know, as an adult, understanding it's like one of the better games of all time. Wish I kind of would have played it back then. But I can't go back and change, you know, how I was back then. I can't change the past. But, so I went from Black and White to X and Y, and to see Pokemon in 3D on my DS was so cool. The game itself didn't really matter as much. I was just so enamored by the fact that the Pokemon were in 3D. You know? Also, I missed like 2 egg clicks there. So, getting us back to 371 is this egg. You made the... Right, and I wasn't like... So I would have been like 11, 12. I wasn't like aware of like the perception of games back then. Or how games were perceived by the public, right? I had no idea. I just knew what I enjoyed. I thought what I thought, right? I didn't understand. I didn't consume, like, game media. Oh my gosh. This young goose is going to drive me insane. So when you lack that, you know, you form sometimes silly opinions. But then also, like with X and Y, I don't know how it was perceived. I wouldn't be able to tell you. I could tell you what people kind of think now. But I didn't have my perception warped by other people, right? That can be such a prevalent thing today. Which is why I've started when new games come out, and ones that I'm particularly excited for, I've really started to like what word am I looking for here? I've started to like block out social media about the game. Like Scarlet and Violet, for example. I wasn't really streaming a whole lot at the time. I played through it with my friends, with the Union Circle. I had such a good time. It was so fun. Here, social media is blowing up about lag and complaints, and obviously now that I've, you know, been playing for a while, those are all super, super valid complaints. But I didn't have, when I first experienced it, I didn't have that negative perception that sometimes social media can, you know, lead us to have. To sound like a boomer, you know, ranting about social media. I'd recommend it to anybody. Like, if you have a game you want to experience, don't let anyone tell you how you should feel. I did have early Scarlet and Violet, the first like 3 days, I had crashes and things. It never mattered too much because I had autosave on. And I think it's just important to separate, you know, not let other people control or influence even, because no one controls, right? But influence your perception. And I know I'm sounding like we're just talking about video games, but like it actually makes games so fun. I'd recommend it to anybody. Just being able to play through how you want to experience it. You don't have to think about, you know, how is everyone else feeling about this game? Because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If you had a good time, if you're having fun, that is what's important. Unless it's like a strictly multiplayer game, in which case then, you know, if everyone hates it and you got no one to play against, then that would be an issue, but Pokemon Forts of all Pokemon need from Scarlet, but that's awesome. I use my fiance as a Switch. She doesn't play Pokemon all the time or anything, not nearly to my level, but there are times where I'm like, oh, you know what, I need to trade evolve this, and I'll just like grab her Switch quick and trade between myself and myself, really, because I'll just put my game card or her file or something, or but the Forbidden Pokemon. I didn't realize that was its nickname. That's a cold nickname. Oh? Da 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 dee. Well, shoot, I gotta think of what we're gonna hunt next. Because, I mean, we'll get through these eggs, but like, what are we hunting tomorrow, people? What's the move? I think I missed one on that last one, so I'm gonna double press to get us to that 6. Alcrum means for recent set. That is awesome. Yeah, because I do feel, especially like in that realm of content with raids, right? Like, um, there's probably a lot of the times it's like there's a one typical strategy per raid, but being able to have something there's no definitive strategy, right? So I like that angle. Oh my gosh, my nose is killing me, which is weird. It wasn't earlier. Ooh. I wish raids, I would do more raids if they weren't so laggy. I really wish they were, if they ran properly, they would be one of the coolest features in a video game to me. But there's just so many like lag issues, and part of it too is you queue up with random people. So not only are there lag issues, but then you get somebody who doesn't really understand what good strategy is or what they should be doing. They bring a Pokemon with a weakness. Archledon. I do not. I know that for a fact. I do solo raids and use Mewtwo. That's a good strategy. That's a solid bridge. That's cool. That's cool. That's a cool shiny too. Why we stress test with 3 men, 2 men. Nice. And two, solo on the topic of solo raiding, I find sometimes it's almost better to just rely on the bot. Because at the very least, the bots will use, like, the healing cheers or, like, things like that, you know? Da, 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 da. This is Bluebird from Naruto, but jazz. Thought I just heard something outside my window. I'm tweaking. Probably a bird, actually. That happens a lot. The NBA! Let's go! In PLA because I'm bored. Hey, you know what? If you're bored and you're not seeing shinies, that's a good game to go to. What are, like... I'd have to do more research. What are, like, shiny hunting methods in that game now? Because when it first came out, I was on top of that stuff. But then they patched, like, the Outbreak shinies, from my understanding. So, like, I don't actually know what PLA's, like, shiny hunting methods are anymore. I know either way, like, the shiny odds in that game are pretty significant. But I don't know, like, the methods anymore. If anybody knows, feel free to inform me, because I'm truly in the dust on that one. And that would be a fun one to, I've been playing through PLA. I need to finish it. I reset my file so I could replay it. That's right. She's doing the alphabet shiny hunt on that game, right? I actually, you know what, and I'm subscribed to her. I saw that thumbnail pop up. And I was like, "Oh, that's cool." Yeah, I'd have to look into like what the methods are now. Even though... Shiny Alpha Infernape. Ooh. Ooh. That's a cool one. I got a shiny Chimchar. Oh well, now it's an Infernape. I'm not gonna. I was gonna open it, but then I'd have to go back boxes and then yeah. But I got one just randomly while I was playing, like off camera. Ew, yeah. Is there... I haven't been keeping up. Is there like, I guess the Poke Portal will tell me, but the Poke Portal is laggy to get into. What's the news telling me? No raid this weekend. Shiny Alpha Obama Snow. Ooh. Ooh. I need to get back into like doing some of the raids and stuff. That stuff's fun. Tamoki. That was a crazy DLC. That was wild. Cool little story though. I like that they just like added that as a free update. I do have eggs. I always gotta remind myself if I've got eggs or not. Okay. Thought I saw a shiny. Still oh, also all my shiny hunters out here. If you need a shiny Meltan or Melmetal, they are available in Pokemon Go for the next... Actually, I don't know how long. It might end today. I'd have to check. Drew, what is going on? How are you doing? We are hatching some Spiritomb eggs. I got the shiny at egg number 348 that I was hunting for, and I am now just hatching because I collected a bunch of eggs, anticipating it taking a little longer. So now I'm just hatching the extra eggs I have, and maybe we'll get another one. That would have been a crazy time to get one after saying something like that. Yeah, a lot of people's ears might be damaged from hearing me get the shiny and my reaction to it. Whoopsies. I gotta see, when does the anniversary event end in Pokemon Go? Because I might try and get another one. I have 2. Nine hours? Or, I don't know that that's true even. Either way, at this current moment, you can still open a mystery box and you have a chance of getting a shiny Meltan. Ooh, that's a cool one. I don't know what my next hunt is. I was just talking to chat. I was like, I kind of anticipated Spiritomb taking longer. So I didn't like have like a next up. I was just like, okay, let's do Spiritomb and get there when we get there, and then we got it. So I gotta figure that out. I don't know what's next. I do not have a shiny Tropius. There's a lot of shinies I don't have, so we've got plenty of stuff to pick from. I would check my outbreaks today, but I probably won't start the next hunt until tomorrow's stream. So I gotta figure out. I might do like I still in BDSP I still have not caught my shaman yet. I've thought about doing purposely because I've wanted to shiny hunt it. But that one might put me through some mud. I don't know if I'm ready on my second my second hunt to put myself through that. But I guess if I wanted to like start the hunt, I don't have to always hunt shaman until I get it. I could like alternate hunts or like things like that. Or I know there are some they're like streamers, YouTubers who will do like 2 hunts at once when they're doing something like that. There's one shiny hunting YouTuber I saw doing like a reset hunt like that, and then also doing a raid den in Sword and Shield, which might be a smart idea because there's a lot of waiting in raid dens. I feel like. Maybe tonight I'll set up a layout to do like, oh, but if I want to do a switch reset on shaman, I wouldn't be able to do a raid den. I'll figure it out. That's something I like the idea of, is like doing a raid den and then having another system on the side doing like a reset shiny hunt. Like a longer one that isn't going to be very entertaining by itself, but maybe the raid den can be like the main focus. I think that would be fun. Raid dens are great. I have a shiny Giratina from a raid den. Or from the Dynamax Adventures. I was saying raid den this entire time. I meant Dynamax Adventures. But I think that would be a fun like idea. Doing some more, because those are legendary shinies, which are super cool. So that might just be fun to do. Those can be a little frustrating though. I've gotten through a lot of those where you get to the last one, people were throwing the whole time, and then they screw it up for you at the end, and you don't get the chance to get your shiny you wanted. Yeah, it's really cool. I wasn't even hunting for it, truthfully. I just was like trying to see what all the hype was about with like shiny hunting in them, and I just like did one, and I was like, oh, Giratina is cool, I'll do that. And I just got it. Like I think I was hunting it. I think I got it like my 3rd try, though it was very early, and I was like, if this is what the odds are, I am in. So maybe we'll do some raid den shiny hunting tomorrow if I can find a shiny I want to like. I have a 3DS capture card that I could do like some genuine shiny like reset hunting on if I have like a shiny I want to hunt. I think that would be fun. And by fun I mean grueling, but it's always more fun with a stream of people. Without the charm and one... Ooh. Do I have the charm in that game? I think I might have got the charm before the DLC. So I think I should have the shiny charm. Nice. I would have got the shiny charm before the DLC came out. Because I know I don't have the living dex of DLC. Or like even the Pokedex of DLC. But that's those are good odds. Granted, you got to go through 4 battles per attempt. And sometimes those battles are filled with people that are maybe don't have the best Pokemon strategical mind. But maybe too on a stream I could open it up to like viewers and things, and we could kind of isolate down. But what if you get a viewer who like they just want to join you, but maybe they're not the best, and then you have to be like, oh, they screwed up. Like, I don't want that dynamic. I wouldn't want to like make fun of somebody on while I'm streaming. If I got to, the second one will not scream as loud. I promise. I might be shocked though. But now that I've got the 1, I'm kind of just like, I'm a little more zen about all of it, you know? I can promise you will not be like the last one. Although, we still got, like, my odds for 2 are looking... Let's see how... Oh my gosh. Oh, I was gonna get... I came here because I was gonna eat a egg power sandwich that'll help me hatch faster. Da 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 da. Because I don't normally put these on, because I want the eggs, when I do eggs, to take up enough time on stream, so I'm not just like zooming through them. Because if there's anything I hate doing live on stream, it's collecting eggs. Da 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 da. But yeah, I hate collecting eggs on stream. It's a stream killer. I could be having the best stream in, you know, whatever amount of time, and as soon as I start egg collecting and it like gets to that slow burn of waiting for eggs, it's like viewership tanks. I'm like trying to entertain, but I'm really just in a picnic. Most of the time when I collect eggs, I'm like, I do something else. In real life, I'll do chores, I'll do whatever. And then, like, I'll just, every, like, 2 minutes, I'll stop by my Switch, spam A on the little picnic thing, and then keep doing whatever it is I was doing. Do-do-do-do. So normally, long story short, that's why I don't normally put on egg power to increase the egg time, because I don't want to run out of eggs in a stream. But we're not really too concerned about that now, are we? We got the shiny. We got what we came here for. Although if I collect enough eggs, maybe I can justify using egg power. Just gotta collect more. Brain power. Oh, man. Have they announced when the next raid event is? I'm so behind on, like, Scarlet, Violet stuff. Getting back into streaming was my excuse to get back into it all. Thursday, 8 p.m. Nice. I'll have to get that. Maybe I'll check out this YouTube channel called 7-Star Raid Guides. Oh, I missed one. Dang, these hatch quick! Oh, Spiritomb, thank you for blessing me with a shiny so early that I have so many eggs. I do have one friend I'll probably do raids with. Beyond just like hopping on stream. But definitely I don't have 4. Ooh, this arrangement is awesome. Yes. We're killing it today. Oh, there we go. I was like, you know, feel like I should be having some hatches happen. Oh. Stretch the back out if you've been sitting. Do a little stretch. Ooh. You know how it is. You get stuck in that posture sometimes, and I know I'm very guilty of it. Having bad posture. I gotta like think about it. But then I get like self-conscious when I'm thinking about it, and I'm like doing too much. I just gotta sit, but it helps that my better camera angle, like when I'm the most centered, is, where was I going with that? Is like if I'm sitting up straight, or even just like moderately straight, as long as I'm not slouching too bad, you know. Too bad. My Midwest came out there. I think we got one more egg. Yep. So I missed one on the counter. Egg! This is actually egg 401. That last one was egg 400. Boy. What is that? Oh, Choodle. Yep, let's run around with a bunch of Spiritombs. Wow. Well, let's keep making our way through these eggs, huh? Yeah, someone do the math on how many I've released all time. 400 as of right now because I've only kept the not shiny. Apologies for letting silence fill the air. There's a... that was just vibes. Sometimes the music just is too good. Just gotta let it do the talking, right? But... I'm super excited. What a great way to start the comeback. To get a shiny so early on. Fortune favors the brave. Well... da, 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 da. Hopefully it can favor me when I do some more grueling hunts. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. I'm vibing. I'm in Vibe City. I went to Vibe City and everyone said they knew you there. I think I make myself laugh more than anybody. That's not true at all. I definitely make myself laugh more than I make anybody else laugh. But it's really not fair for me. I just don't think it's fair. All of my friends are like 10 times more funny than me. Like, it's just not fair. It's not fair for other people that I get to have... like... I'm just being stupid. I'm guessing up my friends. Hydrate! Ooh, what if Shaman's the next hunt? Nah, it probably won't be Shaman because... Although I am waiting to do a Shaman hunt. But... if I did Shaman, it would be in BDSP with the resetting and stuff, and... I don't have 2 switches to like reset and then also do max raid dens. And well, I do have my fiance switch, but I don't have 2 capture cards to do that with. I have a 3DS capture card. I could do DS games. I have a way to capture Game Boy footage, but I'd have to buy another $100 accessory for it that I did not buy when I first got it. I have the analog pocket. Which is really cool. Also, half my Game Boy games say they need cleaning or something. So I need to look into that. I can't even run most of my games. But... either way, tomorrow we will be hunting a new shiny for our next stream. As we, hatch these Spiritombs out here, but I'm excited. I've got a few ideas. I want to see what I have in Sword and Shield for like the raid den stuff. But this just means tonight I will be working on some layouts and things, likely to have a different style of hunt just to keep mixing things up, you know. Maybe a dual hunt, I'm thinking. I'm kind of leaning that way of, like, having a 3DS here, doing something on it, having the raid den, doing a raid den. I have to look at where I'm at in all my 3DS games and see what I could feasibly hunt as far as like that goes. Maybe. I'm cooking some ideas. I guess you'll have to see. But yes. In the meantime, I'm still hatching Spiritomb Max. I'm just excited to think about it. And on to a new hunt. I haven't completed a hunt in like a year. Not that I've been hunting Spiritomb actively for a year. But when I was last seriously streaming, probably would have been right around a year ago. So I'm just excited to be back into it and talking about it and all that stuff. I also, if you look at my thumbnail from yesterday's live stream on Pal World, I got rid of my mustache. I'm kind of digging the mustacheless look. I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at that thumbnail. I'm looking at some of the other thumbnails. I think I'm digging the mustacheless look. My fiance has no idea I did it. She's been at work. I won't see her until tomorrow. So unless she watches the VOD of this, which I am doubtful of, and she should be asleep right now. She has no idea I shaved my mustache, which isn't like that big of a deal, but like you see someone almost every day, and I've had the mustache on for like a year probably now. Obviously trimmed it at various points, but it's a change for me. Not a big change in the grand scheme of the world, but big change for me. Just not feeling anything right here. Oh, I'm so happy to be like back and doing this. Like I'm just like all the little things about it. It's just so fun. Thank you everyone who's here, everyone who showed up from the raids, and just everybody. Thank you. It's good to be back. I'm gonna keep the momentum. Benny, good. Glad you're here. I'm gonna keep the momentum riding as we make this comeback over the next few days, and I won't get rated every day, right? You can't expect the best numbers all the time, but I'm just happy to be live again. And we technically hit kind of a milestone today. We surpassed 1,200 subscribers, so I'm now in the 1.2k range. So I guess that next goal would be 1.3. And hopefully this momentum just carries me. We can keep it up. What a good motivating way to come back though and start, I will say. $108 spirit times 412. Hey Siri, what is 108 times 412?
108 times 400.
I've released 44,000 Spiritomb spirits. Back into the world. What got you to start previously and what got you to stop? Start, I've always kind of been... Well, one, I love video games, right? That's a given. But I've always loved making content about them too. Which I know is like a popular thing, but also not for everybody, and people realize that pretty quick. But I think what really draws me to streaming more than, playing a game or doing something is just like interacting. Having chatting with people and you know, going back and forth, being able to affect people in a positive way. What got me to stop I was really consistent about a year ago. If you look at like if you go on my channel and hit the live tab and you see all the VODs, you can kind of see where it stopped. One was a little bit of burnout, truthfully. I didn't prepare myself well enough just with variety. And then I also got this opportunity that I'm with now. I accepted a position that has really been helping and furthering my career. And normally, actually, that's where I would be right about now. But today I have off from that. So I'm live. And I have off the next 3 days, too. But this is always something like I like to do and I want to keep going. Part of it is just the personal motivation of it all, right? I can't... One of the biggest things that I try to stress to myself is you cannot do things on motivation alone. You can start things on motivation, right? But there will be down days, there'll be huge up days, there'll be huge down days, right? And really, it becomes more about building a habit. Amogus, what's good? Nice name. So, for me, my goal really with this is just building the habit back. Even if, you know, some days I'll be busier than others, which is definitely the case. Setting aside the time and making the habit is going to be the biggest stress for me going forward, because motivation will not get you there. Amogus subscribed. Thank you, Amogus. Got the Nintendo. But making a habit out of it is going to be my goal just going forward. But before, I was really relying on, you know, just pure motivation. And I think before, too, I was so focused on, like, making it. That I was so focused on, like, oh, you know, how many viewers do I have? How much watch time am I getting? When am I going to get monetized? I was so worried about all that stuff that now that I have this opportunity in my career, I feel a little more secure in where my career path is going, that I'm not so much worried about, I got to make something work. So now I can turn to streaming and I can do this as a luxury, as something I enjoy doing, truthfully, and not be so worried about the anxieties of the world. To get real deep into that answer. But yep, absolutely. Motivation can start you. You're gonna have your best days are gonna be the days you're motivated, right? But you gotta have the things in place for when you're not, because there will be days, and that's kind of, and that's what the being in the gym for me has really done. I go every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday through Friday. And now I'm on a streak. The streak became so, like, habit that I don't even use my habit tracker. I'll check my habit tracker to see how long my streak is, and then I'll like, oh wait, I haven't tracked it in like weeks, and then I have to catch up. We're at 206 days, which is workouts. So that doesn't include my rest days on the weekends. In a row. So never missing a Monday through Friday for 206 days. And now that's just a habit. That's awesome, Aqua Shiny. That's really cool. And it had to go from being... The mindset became, you know, it didn't become, oh, am I going to work out today? Should I skip today? It just became, okay, when am I working out? Really tomorrow. Doing the planning the day before is really important. That's another thing. For anything, the gym obviously is what I'm talking about, but any goal you have, planning, obviously you can only plan so far ahead. But if you can, you know, when am I going to do whatever your goal is tomorrow? Setting aside the time. You know, the days change. You're not going to be able to do something at the same time every single day, more than likely. Just because, you know, the world is ever changing. But that's why someone earlier, I'm blanking on who it was, asked me about like when I stream. And I was like, well, it's probably going to be in this kind of time frame on days that I have this open. Or some days it's going to be, you know, more towards the nighttime when I have that open. Or maybe I won't be able to fit in a stream, so I'll like upload a video to make sure I'm still putting out content, right? Some days are going to be busier than others, right? So just a matter of building the habit, not being able to let myself say no is most important. Okay, I thought maybe it was you, but I didn't want to misspeak and like get it wrong and then be like, oh. But I'm just excited to be building the habit again. Right, it is exactly. My checklist of I did not mean to name this one. Of like the daily things and just having that on there. Part of that too is you have to be reasonable and give yourself breaks, right? You can't, if you're doing something every single day, unless it's something that is very achievable every single day, but like if I said, oh, I'm going to stream every single day, I'm not going to even promise that because I know there are going to be days where I'm going to have an entire full booked day. That I was like, I need to make sure I'm giving myself, you know, take a weekend off or take weekends or, you know, say, oh, maybe I'll stream my week. Like, I don't know what that'll look like yet as I'm still figuring everything out. But all I know is I am excited to be figuring that out again. Doctor told me I wouldn't keep going. I was going to change to the best thing healthy. I got all junk food and soda, sweet tea. I now proud of my. Good on you. Congratulations. That's so cool. That's awesome. My weakness is unhealthy food. If it were not for the fact that I was in the gym, I would not look the way I do. Because I definitely don't eat good. I don't eat well enough. That is my weakness. I would look a lot better if I ate properly. And I've been doing better. I've been doing a little better each week. I still have my weakness, though. Yes, there you go. And that's what it is. You gotta, you know your limits. Each person has their own limits. You know what you can do. You know what your goals are. You know, setting a goal that can push you to be doing something, but also the one that's achievable. Goal hit 260, 265. Nice! Good for you. The perfect Grisbolt. Still, oh man. Where do you... Oh, wait. I forget because I haven't built mine yet. I just unlocked it, but I forget in Pal World you can breed. I was like, where are you getting all the Grisbolt eggs? That's cool. Yeah, I'm sitting right around the 185 range. And I'm like 5'7". I think I'm technically 5'8". I don't like to say it though, because there's all that. There's so much negative talk around men's height, you know. So I undercut myself to never be accused of lying. But so and a lot of it now is muscle, but I definitely still have a little belly I'd like to get rid of, but I think it would definitely be gone if it weren't for my bad eating habits. Whoops. I'm doing better. I'm right there with you. I'm one of the shortest in my friend group. If not the, it's close. It's a close competition. This is a cool arrangement. What is this? Poffins. Yeah, I never did Poffin stuff. Ooh, okay, bringing out the quotes. I'll have to look into that. I've never done a breeding base in Palworld. I have an ore mining base right now. And then I have like a general base that kind of just does everything. Does a little bit of all of it. That's where my house is. Ooh! Congrats. It's nerve-wracking, I'll tell you. I had been dating my now fiance for 4 and like 11 months, but basically 5 years when I did it. Near the end of last year. And despite all the talks in the world where we kind of knew that that was the path for us. It was still nerve-wracking. It was a person you spend I spend like so much time with. This was a consensus plan that we both kind of knew we were gonna get married, and still I got down on one knee and I was terrified. the human brain is that's what I aim for. Yes, sir. Look at all of us. Part of two, kind of going back to the streaming question, I think what's so cool is the communities different people attract, and I've been able to attract such a positive thinking community. Just that building each other up, and I think really if I can grow that more and more, it'd be so cool to be a spearhead of. Because when you talk about video games, there's so much negativity involved. We kind of talked about it earlier, but if I could be a little thorn in the side of all the negativity that will always prevail, by the way, because, you know, negativity gets clicks, it gets headlines. Negativity will win, but if I can be a little thorn in the side of that, I would love that. Or if this community can, you know, be a little bit of that thorn in the side, you know. I am run. Oh no! I thought I was running around with Spiritombs. I was about to facepalm. Thinking I'm running around with just. Have I butchered any pals yet? I did in my last file. I did not yet in this current file. I'll probably be playing more tonight off camera. My Pal World stream was very impulsive, and I got like 2 viewers maybe the entire time. It was definitely telling of like, oh yeah, Pal World might not pull as many numbers. But it's still really fun. I love playing Pal World. I will absolutely also leave my computer running so my bases all run while I go to work. Which is not great for my electric bill. But neither is the temperature we keep this apartment at. So that's another argument for a different day. Have you seen the PAL Deconstructor? Is that new? Or was that in the base game already? I don't think I have. Or at least if I do, I don't recall. What does it do? That sounds interesting. What do we get for deconstructing a pal? We're supposed to be pals. What are we doing to them? I don't think 431 is right. Did I already hatch 5 Spiritombs? I must have clicked a little too many times. I don't think I hatched 5 at this party. Am I tweaking people? Yeah. This can't be 431. Huh. Ow, is there any purpose to it? What does the butchering give you? Like, do you get, like, at least, like, pal oil or something, or... Ow. Just put them in the gauntlet. Yikes. Okay. So you get some, like, items and things. I was like, that's tough. Caviar. Well, I am getting a little hungry. So I think I'm going to call the stream there. Just because I'm going to get some food in me before I head out to work. I'll probably hatch the rest of the Spiritombs off camera. Just because, you know, I don't want to spend another day hunting Spiritomb, even though we already got one. But thank you all who came out. I had such a great time. Thank you again to Mystic for the raid. As always, I'm super appreciative anytime anything like that happens. So thank you all. Expect to see a new hunt tomorrow. I have a few ideas brewing in here. Not sure exactly what we're going to go with yet, but definitely expect to see me live probably around the same time I started today. Tomorrow. I won't do a night stream. I'll do, or well, maybe it's night for you. For me, it was 9 in the morning when I started. So expect to see me. I'll probably schedule something when I have the thumbnail made. So you can make sure you're subscribed and all that stuff. But thank you all so much again. We got the shiny. And I will see you in tomorrow's stream. Thank you all. Thank you, everyone.